Hi, I'm Caden Burton. I'm 15 years old. This is my third year here at BrickFair, Virginia. And between the past 3 years, I've kind of split up this island. The first year I did the whole battle. Last year I did the landings, and then this year is the jungle, or as I'm calling it, the road to the airfield, which would basically be D-Day plus 2 or 3 after the troops, the infantry with the Sherman armor, would have gotten off of the beaches with the naval bulldozers to kind of make a road or path through the jungle in order to get farther towards the airfield. And they're kind of in the midst of a Japanese ambush from a machine gun bunker and the artillery craters.
Okay. So this is at the Battle of Peleliu, so there's like a landing there, and Americans are trying to make their way inland.
Yeah. Yeah, the historical background basically with this was it was supposed to take 3 days. The 1st Marine Division was going to land on several different beaches, as well as the 7th Marines and a bunch of other divisions. And within the 2nd day, they were supposed to have taken the airfield, which was on Japanese control. Originally, this island was going to be overlooked. They were just going to kind of pass it. But if they had moved up towards Iwo Jima and other things like that, the Japanese airfield here would have been able to fly planes from their rear and attack the naval fleet. So they had to liberate it.
Strategic importance there. Now, when you were working on this build, did you look at photos from the real battle and kind of photos of the battlefield and of the island?
I use a lot of like reference books and stuff. There's a couple journals of guys who are actually here that have some pictures in them. I also use a few video games like Call of Duty World at War. That's an older one that has some Peleliu stuff on it. It's not historically accurate a whole lot, but it kind of gives some insights to like landscaping and stuff like that. But yeah.
I like the vehicles. Are these custom designs that you did here?
All the vehicles are custom. The Jeep was kind of a modified design of somebody on YouTube, and then the Sherman tank over in the back corner is a modified version of a Brickmania M4A1 Sherman.
Okay. When you're working on a vehicle like this, kind of come in with the design, where do you start there, like reference images, and how does that come together?
I usually look at a picture of one that was like a real steel version of it and kind of figure out what shape needs to go where, especially like for the LVTs. The first one that I started with was a lot longer than these, and I just kind of got those front-back angles done and then went forward from there. But getting the walls on the sides for the treads to go around, it's actually connected by one stud where island bricks are facing the opposite direction, so you can get that shape on there.
Mm-hmm. And as we know, LEGO does not make World War II minifigs, so are these all custom, and where'd you get those from?
All the helmets and weapons are brick arms. The past couple years I've had decaled and painted figures. This year I spent a lot of money to get actual minifigs. So these are actually like Bilbo Baggins torsos.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then dark tan legs, and then the Japanese minifigs the Marine minifigs are Frodo Baggins torsos with sand green legs.
Yeah. So you kind of make do with what LEGO gives you there and make it into your own design.
Yeah, I mean like stuff like Citizen Brick, it looks great, but I mean I can buy 50 of those Frodo Baggins torsos for $50. Rather than spending $6 a torso, a Citizen Brick spending like 300, so I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you come up with the tree design here?
So I wanted to do like the cone pieces, but the cone pieces were slightly more expensive than just the circles. But basically each of the trees, so inside of it there's actually like a lightsaber blade that goes through the bush piece into the top leaf, as well as the first one of these that's on there, and these kind of clip on top. That way I can get the upside down, and then there's stacks of like 12 or 11 of the bricks to get at the height difference.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. And then I noticed you've got the shell holes here too, so you got to kind of build down for that. So is it difficult getting that kind of the higher parts and then getting the lower parts for the shell hole?
It's weird because especially when I'm building stuff like this, I always build it completely flat first. Like a lot of, especially the base plates with the roads, those were completely flat, and then I went back and added detail. And building the crater holes as well as like the landscaping differences, like the hills, it takes a lot to, because I have to take off a lot more than I'm actually going to build in. So I could be building a like 6x6 crater but I have to take off like 32 by 32 in order to get all the support bricks underneath out, because some of them connected past it, and it's crazy. But I have five or six different craters in here that I had to do at different times. But I built all the upward hills first, so I had to take pieces of those off in order to get the craters in there.
Yeah, well, I think the build turned out great, and I love the way you set the whole thing up, so I appreciate you talking with me about it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.